Morning, folks. The soap soap commander, tongue-tied this morning. Name of this one here is Memories. And as you can see, it says saffron, cedar, and red tea. Yeah, that's what all that says right there. This is a 6-ounce container. So in other words, it is a very tall one. It's going to take up a little bit of room in the den, that's for sure. Um, Got it whipped up here with a Mac Metalworks brush. That's what the bottom of the handle looks like. Looks pretty cool. This handle's got a little bit of weight behind it, even though it has got some aluminum, made out of aluminum. Not quite drippy, but it is pretty wet. And it smells really nice this morning. This morning being a Thursday morning for me. Blade of choice today is going to be a Lord Platinum. That's what it comes wrapped in. And it's very similar. Here's what the package is. You can pick these up, I think, on Amazon for 100 of them for about $5. Pretty inexpensive. If you're familiar with Lord blades like Shark or any of the rest of them, it's got this thick wrapper. Pretty nice presentation. Shaver of the day. This one here is a Parker SRX. That is an all metal handle there. So this particular razor weighs just a bit. Going heavy today, I guess you might say. Nice shiny fingerprint magnet. And you can tell just a little bit of the blade exposure there. It's been a while since I used it, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and wet the face and grab the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements pre-shave cube here. Get all worked up on the pre-shave. We've had yesterday was just yesterday, last night. It rained, stormed, rain, stormed, rain. It just continued on. Started yesterday all through the night, and I think we might have a little bit more left for today. Or it might be finishing up here in about an hour or two. I have to double check the weather, see where we're at. We were supposed to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 inches of rain. I think they were saying that some places may have got closer to 4 here nearby. And I think the further south you went in Oklahoma, the more rain that was expected. But it did rain quite a bit. Heavy at times, and then it was light rain, and then it would be heavy. And, it was just a interesting day yesterday. Lots of lightning, thunder. The storm that came through beforehand, you could hear the thunder from quite a ways away, long before it ever got here. Thought that was pretty unique. I think they referred to that as, most of the time lightning is negatively charged, and that particular case it was positively charged. It's the reason why it was so loud. The thunder, that is, not the lightning, but you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like, when most folks, when they start talking about lightning and thunder, they kind of use them interchangeably, kind of all the same. It's like when you're a kid, you're talking about a bow and arrow. Use them both all together when you're talking about the arrow, not the bow. Soap Commander. Scent strength to me is pretty consistent. Don't ever find one, I guess you might say with the strong variant different than the other as it goes for strength. And never had any problems lathering their soap either. Now I do shave. I hear the animals are awake. Yeah, my son's getting ready for school this morning. Matter of fact, he should be leaving here shortly. Moving a little slow this morning. Shaving with a shavette does take a little bit of concentration, patience, determination. I have a damp cloth over here to the side. And that's typically what I do to wipe off my shaving cream. That way it helps keep my sink water a little bit cleaner. As it goes for stretching, stretching is it's up to the individual. Each individual will be different on how much stretching is needed. It's when I first started, I figured out I'm stretching too much. Finally did figure that part out. What had happened is I decided to stretch less and figured out, wow, I've been stretching too much. My shave's going a whole lot better than what it was going. And I do shave with one hand. Both sides of the face. It's the only way I know how to do it. I do not trust the left hand. Now Parker has another shavette that is nice and shiny like this. That'll weigh a little bit less than this, the SR1. And I have shaved with that one there also. And it seems to be a pretty nice razor. It does weigh a little bit less, so for some folks that don't want something that weighs as much as this one does, but you want a shiny one, that might be a good one to go to. For me, Soap Commander provides plenty of slickness for a shave like this, whether it's a straight razor shave or a shavette shave. The way I whip up my lather, it does a great job. Fantastic. And I usually just do a 2-pass shave. One with the grain and one against the grain. So if you're interested in this sort of shaving, you might find the same thing, that you get the bulk of your whisker reduction done with a 2-pass shave with a shavette or even a straight razor. And you might have a touch-up area. I got a spot right through here that gives me trouble from time to time. Sometimes I can catch it with a shavette, sometimes not. But I usually have a razor on the side just in case I need to take a couple of quick swipes through there, or if my game is off and I need to switch to a different razor. So far we're doing good this morning. To me, I think for most folks, it's just don't get impatient with yourself. Take baby steps. I know when I started, I remember, seeing that kind of information, and yeah, I jumped in with all fours. Just allow yourself plenty of time. I do enjoy it. I find it helps set the frame of mind for the day. It is going to be one of those days where I'm going to need to really focus, hoping to get quite a bit done today at work. And working from home does make it a little bit easier, fewer distractions. To me, there is. But I am hoping to get quite a bit done. I don't know, I haven't heard anything from work whether they plan on, I know at some point in time they've already got it set up for us to come in 3 days a week, but I don't know if they plan on changing that or not. It'll be interesting to find out here soon, hopefully. I do find working from home is a lot better for me. No, for some folks, going back to the office is a good thing, but for me, I'm quite all right with staying at the house. It does work better for me. I think at the beginning of the show, I plan on using the matching aftershave balm, and I'll use it off camera. I usually take a little bit of time, kind of like doing the shave itself. I take time when I put my aftershave balm in. I don't rush it. I take a moment and work it in and see how it feels on the face and how I guess you might say when it starts to dry down a bit, how does it feel? Also, when it comes to balms, I would consider most scented balms are a bit on the light side. They're not heavy. So it makes it kind of nice that if you're going to be using a different scented aftershave, I don't feel like it would be aftershave. I said an EDT or something like that. I don't feel like it would interfere at all. All right. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Allen Block with no rubber band. Yeah, it's still got quite a ways to go before it break out a new one, but it is getting closer. And the first sign is being able to take the rubber band off, and then you're getting pretty close. Got a little bit of stinging right there, just a little bit. Everything else was pretty smooth. I've had pretty good luck with using half of a DE blade. Seems to work well for me. I've used a number of different ones, pre-cut and snapped in half, and they seem to work pretty well for me. Some better than others, but still very usable. You get to the point where you're kind of splitting hairs. Some are just a little bit more comfortable than others, but still usable. So then you start looking at the prices. Face feels fantastic. Like I say, just had that one spot stinging. I'm not sure. Might just be a blemish or something that's trying to pop up right there. Outside that, fantastic shave this morning. Oh, and by the way, this is what the aftershave balm looks like. And I'll go ahead and at least do this part if you're interested to see what it looks like on the inside. I refer to this one. It's not runny. It's fairly thick. Easy to work into the face. I enjoy them. I have several of them. Hope everybody's doing well on Thursday. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you today.